Billings, and we're outside now. We've got about 7 hours to go. We're looking at a 1 a.m. arrival time, and this is our weather. Looks like we're going to get a little bit of weather on the way home. A little bit of wind, maybe a little bit of snow coming down through Wyoming, about the Casper area, but we'll stay tuned. Looks like she's hanging out back there just fine. Hopefully things continue. 7 hours to go. Officially 1 hour in, so we're at 7:48 time, and we're at 6:45 now in terms of drive time. My windshield wipers jumped track, and so it's now hitting the side of like the frame of this A-pillar up here. So that's pretty sick. So thankfully we rain-axed before we took off, but I don't know how long. We got about 6.5 hours to go. It's part of Montana, and it's just big sky for a reason, but it's incredibly beautiful up here. You drive for a long time with no service. My wife will tell you that. She'll be able to tell you, whenever I travel to Montana, it's always talk for a few seconds when I got a bar, and then it's gone. But man, it is just incredibly wide open, incredibly beautiful. Some of the best people you ever meet up in this state. Same with Wyoming. It feels like a lot of the farm country in Ohio. I know they're real cowboys up here, but I'll attest to that. So we are coming up on exactly 6 hours left till home. I think we just passed Ranchester, Wyoming, which kind of sounds like the cool version of Rochester, I guess, but the Wyoming version. You can see kind of out from underneath the clouds back there. A lot of rain up here, just a little bit. Not too much, but yeah, speed limit dropped down from 80 down to 75, so we're cruising about 73. A little bit of water on the road, so don't want to hydroplane or anything like that. So mosey on home and enjoy the view. Hope this clears up. It is 9 o'clock at night. We're reaching Casper, Wyoming. We have exactly 4 hours to go. This is the halfway point, essentially, in our travels. Yeah, so we're coming in, we're gonna get some fuel, fill it up. We're getting not very good fuel mileage, I would guess, but we 32 degrees, a little bit of black ice here and there, but still riding pretty well. We're doing it. Gotta keep on plugging through. We are at the 3 hour mark, 3 hours and 4 minutes. We're just approaching Glendo and this big old lake. Still just chugging right along. We got a 1:30 arrival. Fuel mileage hasn't been great since I put on tow mode, but we've been kind of stopping, stretching our legs, using the restroom, that kind of thing, making sure to not get too tired and getting too comfortable. So we might stop at the Buc-ee's, maybe, depending on time frame and if we can make it home on the last little bit of fuel. Looks like we got 372 till empty and 217 to home, so we might just try to stretch that to home and get that good Costco gas in the morning. So see you at hour 2. Officially down to 2 hours left. It is 11:36 at night. Getting ready to come into Cheyenne, so we're about to kick off the cruise here and head down to 65, whatever that I guess zone comes up. So that'll be coming up in a few miles here. 133 miles to go, and we're ready to get home. See the Ranger grill and the headlights there, so or the tail lights. I'm getting tired, so let's get going. So after a wonderful, nice little adventurous drive of, I think, about 20 to 21 hours of a round trip. I left at about 5:30 in the morning and got back at about 1:30 the next morning. Was able to get the Ranger back home. I'm going to include some pictures here of the truck. I picked it up for a whopping $500 off of Facebook Marketplace. It is a 1988 Ford Ranger, single cab, long bed, as you can kind of see from the pictures here. No engine in it whatsoever, which is exactly what I was looking for anyhow. Back in the day when I was a dumb 18, 19-year-old kid, I'd actually built an engine for it. And so that will be the plan moving forward, is to put that engine, it's a Ford 302. We're going to throw that in here and follow along.